everyone, it's Kenna and welcome back to Pink Bubbles. So today we are going to be talking about a bunch of tips and tricks to starting an AGTube channel. So tip number one is to pick a channel name that you like and try to stick with it. So I have been through the process of changing my channel name so many times. My personal rule of thumb, if you have 100 subscribers, you're not allowed to change your name. That is your cutoff. Can't change your name because that is the point where people start knowing you by your channel name. My second tip is to have a profile picture and a channel banner that you like. This is a little more flexible, and the channel banner especially, but what ends up happening is when you create a channel banner, you're not really going to switch it because it can be really a pain to create. Because you have to have it the right size, you want it to reflect what your channel is and who you are, like what you do. And in profile picture, you want this to be framed well. You really don't want it to be a faraway shot, you really want it to be a close-up of one or two of your dolls. And maybe it's the main doll of your channel, or maybe it's your most photogenic doll. But the big key thing about this is that you don't want to hate it in a week, because you'll end up changing it so many times, and like the channel name, people know you by your channel icon, your profile picture. So this will get frustrating to other people. And make sure you don't pick a really bad photo, like you can't see the doll, or it's all white, it's too bright, or it's too dark, or the doll's hair's all messed up. Like, try to make it one of your nicer pictures. So my next tip is to make videos that you actually like to do. Please, 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 please don't force yourself to try to make videos that you're not gonna want to do, you don't have time to do. Don't do that to yourself. If you find it's hard for you to keep going and doing stuff, like, people always say, be persistent, be determined. It's a hobby, guys. It's a hobby. These channels are usually, majority of the time, a hobby. Don't force yourself, okay? If you would rather make DIY videos than a hairstyle tutorial, do it. If you would rather be doing a video where it's like one of those tags, like name so many AGTubers in this amount of time, rather than doing a photo shoot vlog, then go for it. If you'd rather make all these random videos and then do mini-series and a reality series and just stuff that's much easier to film, then your big dramatic series that no one really liked anyways, then you really should do it. Play to your strengths, know what you want to do, know what you don't want to do. The next thing is have a space where you can film. This is huge. You do not want to be filming in some random spot where your entire family is just gonna spontaneously sit down and start playing a board game and talking really loudly while you're trying to film this video that you've been really excited about all week. Yeah, that's not gonna go well. So for most of us, this is our dollhouses, but you don't need like a very big dramatic dollhouse. Like, I've been building this over the course of like 4 years. My dollhouse, most people have dollhouses like that where they've been building them for a while, or they just were able to get some shelves and decorate them. That doesn't really happen to everyone. You can just make a little spot in the corner of your room where nothing else is. Just make sure it's not cluttered, make sure no one's gonna bother you, and you should be good. The next tip, trick, thumbnails are huge. Thumbnails, 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 but not end screens and not intros. So, okay, you can have all of these things and be fine. There's plenty of YouTubers and AGTubers that do this, but I always find it that most people don't care and don't mind if you don't have an end screen, because the odds of them clicking on stuff anyways is very slim. Opening credits, like, it's fun if your videos are like Mixie Pixie 7's, where she has that opening and it's almost like a TV show where, because each of her stop motions is like some sort of reality TV show. But if your videos are like, here's your opening, and it's just something completely random and different. And with thumbnails, thumbnails are so important. You need thumbnails. You need thumbnails. So yeah, there's the YouTube generated automated ones, but they're awful. But if you create your own, you get to add words, you get to edit the photo to make it look nicer. You can put a cover photo of whatever, and then your video just has to go along with it. Just don't do clickbait, because clickbait is the worst. There's thumbnail makers, like you can find an app for it. I use Designer. I'm still experimenting. Before I was using just a basic editor. Wasn't doing so well. So it does take some experimentation, but that's great because if you're posting regular videos, that means you get to experiment with it. Okay, and my last tip is that you need to be an active commenter to really have like a successful YouTube channel. I have literally watched people do so well because they just go comment really nice things on other channels. This is how you make friends. You talk to people. You can comment on videos and then ask them, hey, can we, email, can we private message through the YouTube app? Do you have an Instagram that maybe we can talk over? And don't comment rude things. Like, there's constructive criticism, and then there's, oh, this video was so awful. So that's everything I have. If you have any more tips or tricks to just starting an AGTube, maybe getting a little recognition, please comment them down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. This is Kenna signing off. Bye!